Did you guys know that future Gohan was in the Dragon Ball Super manga? Don't believe me? Well, Dragon Ball Super manga had a bonus chapter that actually includes what happened to Goku in that future, and as well as giving us an insight as to why they didn't use the Dragon Balls in the first place. And that is the story that I am going to tell you guys today. The story as to how Mai betrayed Trunks in the Dragon Ball Super manga. And if Trunks, at least future Trunks, were to find out, that might make their relationship a little bit difficult to swallow. And if you know which bonus chapter I'm talking about, let me know in the comment section below, and watch till the end of the video. See if you got it right. And as always, huge shout out to the Black Squad. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here day in and day out. Let's go ahead and jump into the video. I would imagine all us Dragon Ball fans all know the origins as to what happened in the Future Trunks storyline and why Future Trunks' storyline is so messed up. And that is because the androids woke up, they attacked the Z Fighters, and unfortunately they did this after Goku was killed by the heart virus. And so there really wasn't a strong warrior strong enough to be able to either make everybody else stronger by training or giving them new insight into new powers like Goku did, or become powerful themselves like Goku would have and destroy the androids on his own. Although now that I think about it, a storyline where Goku actually did not die from the heart virus would actually be very interesting, and I wonder exactly what kind of what storyline that would actually bring if he were to survive. But just like I said in the beginning of this video, the Future Trunks storyline and why we cannot use the Dragon Balls actually was showcased in a bonus chapter in the Dragon Ball Super manga, and this is how it goes. In the world of Future Trunks, when Trunks was a baby, the Earth's forces were desperately fighting with the androids. And as you can see right here, we have androids 17 and 18 decimating all the Z Fighters, including Krillin, who has seen better days. And this comes straight out of the Dragon Ball Super manga, guys. This is not something in addition. This isn't fan service. This isn't a fan manga. This is straight from the Dragon Ball Super manga itself. Goku, in the meantime, Son Goku died of a heart disease. Oh, I'm dead. And this is Goku dead after being killed by the unfortunate heart disease. So what exactly happens after that? Because in the anime special, we get the destruction of all the Z Fighters, and Gohan is the only one that ended up surviving this attack. What actually happens in the manga? What is official canon? Well, Gohan survives the attack, and he is on a mission. He says, I have to find the Dragon Balls and save the planet before Piccolo-san is killed. They are on limited time. Piccolo is the last warrior to face off against the androids. Son Gohan left the battlefield in hopes of finding the Dragon Balls. So Gohan, more likely told by Piccolo, get out of here, I'll hold them off, while Gohan goes and searches for the Dragon Balls. And so this is a very desperate situation. Without the Dragon Balls, nobody can be wished back, nothing can be revived, nothing can be restored. And now that we know from Dragon Ball Super's manga, you can't wish for somebody to be strongest in the world. So the Dragon Balls are imperative to keep alive, and Piccolo, as in the anime, is one of the last ones facing off against the androids. You gotta love that attention to detail that the manga seems to have. Toyotaro really outdoes himself every single time with all these chapters and all this artwork. But to his rescue comes Bulma. Gohan, come with me, quick. And she has brought baby Trunks, obviously, to an active war zone because the androids are facing off against Piccolo. And so Bulma more than likely has the way to search for the Dragon Balls and be able to find them. Looks like all the Dragon Balls are in the same place. Yes, and I have a bad feeling about this. We have no time to lose. So they had searched for the Dragon Balls using the Dragon Ball radar, and Gohan knows that they are in a certain spot, but unfortunately for all of them, it looks like somebody has gathered them all already, because right away, the sky turns pitch black. And when the sky turns pitch black, you know what comes next. Even Bulma is shocked at what just happened, and Gohan yells, the sky has turned dark, oh no, meaning that somebody has summoned Shenron. And with that, we get the reveal that in the future Trunk world, the person that summoned Shenron during this last battle for Earth before all the Z fighters are wiped out is none other than Pilaf and the Pilaf gang. And Pilaf wishes for one thing and one thing only: Shenlong, turn us into young people again. Now, he yells. And I don't think, I mean, I'm gonna be calling a spade a spade. She knew they were going to summon Shenron, so she is technically at fault for the fact that they are using up Shenlong in such a very tense time, because right now Piccolo is about to die, as we know. But she says, because she doesn't know that that is Pilaf's wish. She probably thought it was money or something. And then this guy, whose name escapes me, says, I heard there are some monsters near the southern city. I don't think it's time to make this kind of wish, which is very important and comes into the story later down the line. There we get Bulma, Gohan, and Trunks landing, and Bulma yelling, you guys, what are you doing? Because she is the one that needs to use the Dragon Balls, and if they use the Dragon Balls now, they have to wait a year to use them again. And then we have Pilaf saying goo goo gaga, but we see that he's not the only one. All of them are now babies. And Pilaf is saying to them, we've become too young, because Shenlong, he just made them, he basically reset them. Like, he didn't have a time to go off of. Of course, if Pilaf would have said, make us all 15 again or whatever, maybe if they wanted to be, or 18, if they wanted to be 18-year-olds or something, then that would have been what Shenlong would have done. But because Shenlong had to guess, he made them into babies. And then Shenlong says, your wish has now been granted. Farewell. And then he leaves. All the Dragon Balls turn to stone in front of Gohan. And we see here that Piccolo is now dead and upset over the fact that he died. And this is the last wish that was made on the Dragon Balls. And the next shot, honestly, I know this is made for comedic effect, but I still remember the Dragon Ball special, and that's like my favorite piece of Dragon Ball media, with the Trunks special. And yeah, with Gohan yelling Piccolo like he does there, it's just heartbreaking, because you know, like, the future that Gohan's gonna be facing after this is horrible. And then we see that this was the first time Trunks and Mai met, because Trunks is looking down and he sees Mai, and they're all trying to escape. I can only assume that Bulma did not find them, that they got really far away and did not find them. I don't see Bulma being that much of an asshole, or that much of having that much resentment over this decision that they've made, or what ended up happening, that she wouldn't save three literal babies. And so the only thing that I can think of is that all three of them ended up running, as Bulma is in shock that the Dragon Balls are gone, all the Z Fighters are gone, and Gohan is crying. So I'm assuming that's what happened. Maybe she looked for, I would hope that she looked for them afterward. But after this, Mai's really the only one that survives, as we see in Dragon Ball Super. She's the one that ends up being with Trunks. This is the first time they met, but not the last time. And she is Trunks' girlfriend in the future, in the Dragon Ball Super future. Now, as we know from what this guy said, there are monsters in the hills nearby. And if Mai is the only one that's alive in the future, I would imagine that Pilaf and his buddy here, they both got killed by the monsters, because that serves them right. And then Mai ended up surviving somehow, and more than likely was picked up by humans and raised into being a freedom fighter for the against the androids, and then Goku Black. That's the only thing that I can think of. But we all know that she remembers everything. It's not her in a baby body where she doesn't remember everything. It's her in a baby body, but she has all the memories from her past and what happened. So she still remembers this incident of what just happened just now, where she used the dragon last. And if later down in life, more than likely she'll find out that Piccolo died, and more than likely Trunks will tell her the story, because Gohan told him, because it is a significant reason why they can't wish everybody back to life. They can't wish Goku, they can't wish anybody to be strongest. I would imagine that Mai hasn't said anything to Trunks at all, because, you know, she was the one that ruined the future, essentially, and gave him such a hard life. That would be something that would tear a wedge in between them and really ruin their relationship if he knew. But again, this is just a bonus chapter, but I take all these bonus chapters as fact, because they are written as bonus chapters in the manga. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and let me know if Mai telling Trunks would be an interesting storyline to see in the future. This is going to be Blackscape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content.